MOSFET, IGFET, MISFET, MOST. These are all many acronyms of metal insulated semiconductor field effect transistor, that is the MOSFET. I, Dr. Vandana Ranga, will like to discuss the MOSFET fundamentals with you. The MOSFET has many acronyms including IGFET, insulating gate field effect transistor, MISFET, metal insulator semiconductor field effect transistor, and MOST, metal oxide semiconductor transistor. A perspective view for an N-channel MOSFET is shown in this figure. It is a 4-terminal device and consists of P-type of semiconductor surface in which two N+ regions, the source and the drain, are formed. The metal plate on the oxide is called the gate. Heavily doped polysilicon or combination of a silicide such as tungsten silicide and polysilicon can be used as gate electrode. The fourth terminal is an ohmic contact to the substrate. The basic device parameters are the channel length L, which is the distance between the two metallurgical N+P junctions, the channel width Z, the oxide thickness D, and the junction depth Rj, and the substrate doping Na. We note that the central section of the device corresponds to the MOS diode. The first MOSFET was fabricated in 1960 using a thermally oxidized silicon substrate. The device had a channel length of 20 micrometer and gate oxide thickness of 100 nanometer. Although present-day MOSFETs have been scaled down considerably, the choice of silicon and thermally grown silicon dioxide used in the first MOSFET remains the most important combination. Most of the results in this section are obtained from the silicon dioxide system. We now discuss the basic characteristics of the MOSFET. The source contact is used as a voltage reference throughout the section. When no voltage is applied to the gate, the source to drain electrodes correspond to two PN junctions connected back to back. The only current that can flow from the source to drain is a reverse leakage current. When we apply sufficiently large positive bias to the gate, the MOS structure is inverted so that a surface inversion layer or channel is formed between the two N+ region. The source and drain are connected by a conducting surface N channel through which a large current can flow. The conductance of this channel can be modulated by varying the gate voltage. The substrate contact can be at the reference voltage or is reverse biased with respect to the source. The substrate bias voltage will also affect the channel conductance. Now we discuss the linear and saturation region. Let us consider a voltage is applied to the gate causing an inversion at the semiconductor surface, as we have discussed in this figure. When a small drain voltage is applied, the electrons will flow to the source to the drain. The corresponding current will flow from the drain to the source through the conducting channel. Thus, a channel acts as a resistor and the drain current ID is proportional to the drain voltage. That is the linear region as indicated by the constant resistor line in the right hand of the diagram, which you have shown over here. When the drain voltage increases, eventually it reaches VDSAT, at which the thickness of the inversion layer Xi near y is equal to L is reduced to 0. This is called the pinch off point P. Beyond the pinch off point, the drain current remains essentially the same because for Vd greater than VDSAT, at point P the voltage VDSAT remains the same. Thus, the number of carriers arriving at point P from the source or the current flowing from the drain to the source remains the same. This is the saturation region, since ID is a constant regardless of an increase in the drain voltage. The major change is a decrease of L due to the value shown L dash in figure. Carrier injection from P to the drain depletion region is similar to that of the carrier injection from emitter base junction to collector base depletion region of a bipolar transistor. We now derive the basic MOSFET characteristics under the following ideal conditions. The gate structure corresponds to an ideal MOS diode as we have defined earlier. That is, there are no interface traps, fixed oxide charges or work function differences. Only drift current is considered. Carrier mobility in the inversion layer is constant. Doping in the channel is uniform. Reverse leakage current is negligibly small. The transverse field created by the gate voltage Ex in the x direction, which is perpendicular to the current flow in the channel, is much larger than the longitudinal field created by the drain voltage Ey in y direction, which is in parallel to the current flow. The last condition is called the gradual channel approximation and the generally valid for long channel MOSFETs. Under this approximation, the charges contained in the surface depletion region of the substrate are induced solely from the field created by the gate voltage. This figure shows the MOSFET operated in linear region. Under the above ideal conditions, the total charge induced in the semiconductor per unit area Qs at a distance y from the source is shown in figure in the lower diagram B, which is enlarged section of the diagram shown in figure A. So Qsy is equal to minus in brackets of Vg minus psi s y bracket close C0, where psi s is the surface potential at y and C0 is equal to epsilon x by d at the gate capacitance per unit area. Since Qs is the sum of the charge in the inversion layer per unit area Qn and the charge in the surface depletion per unit area Qsc, we can obtain Qn y is equal to minus in brackets of Vg minus psi s y. So this gives us minus Vg minus psi s y into C0 minus Qsc y. The surface potential psi s y at inversion can be approximated by 2 psi b plus Vy, where Vy is shown is the reverse bias between the point y and the source electrode, which is assumed to be grounded. The charge within the surface depletion region Qscy is given by Qscy is equal to minus Qna Wm is equal to minus under root of Q epsilon s Qna in brackets 2 psi b plus V psi. If we substitute, then we get Qny is nearly equal to minus in brackets of Vg minus Vy bracket close minus 2 psi b bracket close C0 plus under root of 2 epsilon s Qna in brackets 2 psi b plus Vy bracket close. The conductivity at the channel at the position y can be approximated by sigma x is equal to Qnx mu nx. The constant mobility, the channel conductance is given by G is equal to Z by L sigma x dx, and the limits are from 0 to x1. So this gives us Z mu n divided by L, and in limits of 0 to x1 Qnx dx. This is being integrated. The integral Qnx dx with the limit 0 to x1 corresponds to the total charge per unit area in the inversion layer and is therefore equal to Qn, or G is equal to Z mu n divided by L into Qn. The channel resistance of an elemental section dy is given by dr is equal to dy by gl. This is equal to dy divided by Z mu n and absolute value of Qny, and the voltage drop across the elemental section is dV is equal to id dr id dy divided by Z mu n and the absolute value of Qny, where id is the drain current which is independent of y. If we substitute and integrate from the source y is equal to 0, v is equal to 0, the drain y is equal to L, v is equal to Vd, this yields id is equal to nearly equal to say Z by L mu n C0 curly brackets another bracket Vg minus 2 psi b minus Vd by 2 bracket close Vd minus 2 by 3 under root of 2 epsilon s Qna divided by C0 square brackets of another bracket Vd plus 2 psi b bracket close 3 by 2 minus 2 psi b bracket close 3 by 2 square brackets close and curly brackets close. The figure shows the current voltage characteristics of an ideal MOSFET based on the equation. For a given Vg, the drain current first increases linearly and drain voltage, the linear region, then gradually levels off, approaching a saturated value. The saturated region dashed line indicates the locus of drain voltage at which the current reaches a maximum value. We now consider the linear and saturation region for small Vd. The equation reduces to id is nearly equal to Z by L mu n C0 in brackets Vg minus Vt bracket close Vd, for Vd is very much less than Vg minus Vt, where Vt is the threshold voltage given by Vt is equal to under root of 2 epsilon s Qna 2 psi b divided by C0 plus 2 psi b. So here we have this figure this gives us the idealized drain characteristics of a MOSFET. For VD is greater than VD sat, the drain current remains constant, as we have shown over in this diagram. By plotting ID versus VG for given small VD, the threshold voltage can be deduced from linearly extrapolated value at the VG axis. In linear region, the channel conductance GD and the transconductance GM are given by GD is equal to del ID by del VD at VG constant. This is nearly equal to Z by L mu n C0 in brackets VG minus VT bracket close, and GM is equal to del ID by del VG keeping VD constant. This is nearly equal to Z by L mu n C0 VD. So when the drain voltage is increased to a point that the charge Q and Y in the inversion layer at Y is equal to L becomes 0, the number of mobile electrons at the drain are reduced drastically. This point is called the pinch off. The drain voltage and the drain current at this point are designated by VD sat and ID sat respectively. For drain voltages larger than VD sat, we have the saturation region. We can obtain the value of VD sat under the condition QNL is equal to 0. So VD sat is nearly equal to VG minus 2 psi b plus k square in brackets 1 minus under root of 1 plus 2 VG by k square, where k is equal to under root of epsilon of QNA by C0. The saturation current can be obtained by substituting into the equation ID sat is nearly equal to Z mu n C0 divided by 2L Vg minus Vt whole square. The threshold voltage Vt in the saturation region for low substrate doping and thin oxide layers is the same as that from the equation discussed earlier. At higher doping levels, Vt becomes Vg dependent. For idealized MOSFET in the saturation region, the conductance is 0 and the transconductance can be obtained as Gm is equal to del IT by del Vg keeping Vt constant. This is equal to Z mu n epsilon x, the epsilon for oxide layer divided by dl in brackets Vg minus Vt. Now we discuss some examples. For n-channel n plus polysilicon silicon dioxide silicon MOSFET with gate oxide 8 nanometer, Na is equal to 10 power of 17 per centimeter cube and Vg is equal to 3 volt. Calculate the value of Vd sat. So in the solution, first we calculate the value of the capacitance. C0 is equal to epsilon OX for the oxide divided by D. This is equal to 3.9 into 8.85 into 10 power of minus 14 divided by 8 into 10 power of minus 7. So this comes out to be 4.32 into 10 power of minus 7 farad per centimeter square. And K is equal to under root of epsilon SQNA divided by C0. So this is equal to under root of 11.9 into 8.85 into 10 power of minus 14 into 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 into 10 power 17 divided by 4.32 into 10 power minus 7. This is equal to 0.3. 2 psi b is equal to 0.84 volts. Therefore, Vd sat is nearly equal to Vg minus 2 psi b plus k square in brackets 1 minus under root of 1 plus 2 Vg by k square. So this is equal to 3 minus 0.84 plus 0.3 whole square in brackets 1 minus under root of 1 plus 2 into 3 divided by 0.3 whole square, and if calculated this comes out to be 1.51 volts. We now discuss the subthreshold region. When the gate voltage is below the threshold voltage and the semiconductor surface is only weakly inverted, the corresponding drain current is called the subthreshold current. Subthreshold region is particularly important when MOSFET is used as a low voltage, low power device such as a switch in digital logic and memory applications, because the subthreshold region describes how the switch turns on and off. In the subthreshold region, the drain current is dominated by diffusion instead of drift and derived in the same way as the collector current in a bipolar transistor with homogeneous base doping. If we consider the MOSFET as an NPN substrate source bipolar transistor, we have ID is equal to minus QADN del N by del Y. This is equal to minus QADN N0 minus NL divided by L, where A is the channel across cross section of the current flow and N0 and NL are the electron densities in the channel and source drain respectively. The electron densities are given by N0 is equal to Ni e to the power of Q psi s minus psi b divided by kt, and NL is equal to Ni e to the power of Q psi s minus psi b minus Vd divided by kt, where psi s is the surface potential at the source. If we substitute, we get ID is equal to QA dN Ni e to the power of minus Q psi b by kt divided by L, 1 minus e to the q Vd by kt bracket close e to the q psi s by kt. The surface potential psi s is approximated by Vg minus Vt. Therefore, the drain current will decrease exponentially when Vg becomes less than Vt. Id is nearly equal to e to the power of q Vg minus Vt bracket close divided by kt. A typical measured curve for the subthreshold region is shown. We note that the exponential dependence of Id on Vg minus Vt for Vg less than Vt. An important parameter in this region is the subthreshold swing S, which is defined as del log of Id divided by del Vg to the power of minus 1. S is typically 70 to 100 millivolts per decade at room temperature. To reduce the subthreshold current to a negligible value, we must bias the MOSFET a half volt or more than Vt. Thank you.